there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a cheese compilation for the month of June 2022. I know this is a couple days late. I apologize. I was on vacation when I was supposed to cast this, but it's not too long after June, and let's go ahead and get right into game number 1. Bottom left, we've got ourselves Mac Winston, and in the top right, it is Maru, the Terran player. Okay, it's not actually Maru, but he does currently have over 200 APM, so I don't know. Maybe it is. Mac Winston here cheesing Maru, which, you know, if you're going up against a pro player, cheesing is the best course of action. Ooh, cannon rushing with a gateway. And SCV scouting, here is Maru. If you want me to cast your cheese for the July compilation, send them to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. I'll get them to my screeners. We'll watch them all. The screeners will enjoy watching them. And, yeah, we'll get these things cast. Another pylon coming up inside the base of Maru. Immediately throws down additional barracks. Does manage to take down this pylon, but doesn't put much attention to anything else. That's a good little decoy there. Says, oh, I'm getting cannon and his mineral on 2. I love that. And then here we go. So, oh, interesting. And then going for a super delayed, you're like, okay, oh no, you're shutting all my plans down, Maru, says Mac Winston, but really the plan is a ton of zealots. Ahaha, you thought I was trying to cannon rush you, and you think you're doing a good job shutting this down, but you're not. NGB block here from Maru. Zealots out. They're not going to have speed or anything because there's no gas back home. I don't know about this from Mac. I'm just telling you straight up. I'm not sure if this is going to work out for him, because slow zealots aren't that great. It does take a million shots from Marines to kill them, and if all you have are Marines... oh, concussive shell on the way from Maru, though that might save his patootie. Is it going to be ready by the time this game is over, though? The answer is I don't know if it is. Ah, this is where he's like, oh, they have 3 Marines. Okay, so Maru would be microing these a lot better. He'd probably still lose if he only had 3 Marines versus 5 Zealots against a professional opponent, but... okay, this isn't even... it's not walled off, because you don't really wall off versus Protoss anyway. I guess against incoming adepts you do. This should be walled off. That's a mistake for Maru. You know what? You're right. Should have walled off here. Concussive Shell is going to finish. It's going to help with this kiting quite a bit. Trying to circle... oh, no, didn't get around. And bam, that's it. Marauder dead. The entire army. Okay, there's 1 Marine out for our guy, Maru. Here he is, and now he's dead. Oh, no, he's alive. He's alive, but his friends are now dead because they rallied right... oh, they're trying to get inside the bunker, but he couldn't get inside the bunker. SCV's fighting Zealots is never a good thing at all. They did kill one of the Zealots with their little drills, which is cool stuff. I mean, this is Mac Winston just putting it down here. It's 19 to 12 workers in favor of Mac. The worker count, the SCV count, is continuing to plummet immensely from Maru. And that's it, man. You got cannons coming up inside your main base. Maybe you can lift off your orbital and try to make another life for yourself somewhere. But that's it. That's your GG. Maru GG's out, and Mac Winston is your winner in 430. Fantastic. Quick rules for cheese are anything longer than 7 minutes needs to be amazingly non-stop action-packed. For everything past 7 minutes, don't send me worker rushes unless they're incredibly unique in some way, and the higher the level of your cheese is, the better the odds are that I'll cast it. But nicely done. This is a great example. Under 7 minutes, really interesting cheese here. I love the fake out. Mac Winston's like, oh, I'm trying to cannon rush you. Oh no, you're killing my pylon. Oh no, I'm not able to cannon rush you back here. And then he just wasn't prepared for a bunch of zealots. He didn't have the wall off here, which he should have done regardless, because adept shade-ins are really annoying for Terran. You want to be able to wall this off, but still, the zealot showed up, completely caught Maru by surprise. He thought it was just some really terrible, poorly executed cannon rushing from Mac. And maybe Mac was really trying to cannon rush, but I don't feel like he was. I feel like he's putting most of his resources into zealots there, and ta-da. It's all good. It all worked out in the end. So, well done. Excellently well done there from Mac Winston in game number 1 of our cheese compilation for June 2022. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We'll be back with game number 2. Let's get this going. Game 2, Hardwire, top right, Rocket of Trash Panda fame, Rocket the Raccoon, spinning around his command center. Bottom left, it is Scape King. I don't know what Scape King is. Scapegoat, I do understand. But Scape King is an interesting concept, right? It assumes that a king is a scapegoat. But maybe not. I have to think about this. All right, man. So either scouting with this SCV or proxying with this SCV. And these two pass in the night, not seeing each other. Sees two SCVs moving out. That's why you scout at the lower levels. And super fast wall off here from Scape King. Woof. That was a good response. All right, man. So proxy barracks. One, two. This SCV working on a supply depot for some reason. I don't know why. Scape King build a marine. Build something. Okay, he's doing it. He's making a marine now. So we'll be able to kill this SCV, who did kill the SCV that came out to try to deal with him. That's a pretty brave dude. Burn, says Rocket. What does that mean? I don't know. I like the factory here from Scape King. Getting a tank out. Okay. So like I said, worker rushes not accepted unless they're weird in some way, and that's it. This is the weird SCV rush, where he shows up with all of his workers. He takes his barracks and he oh, this isn't gonna work. Repair. Oh, he's trying to land the barracks where the SCVs are sitting, though, and can't land it there. Gonna try to land it here instead. Make more Marines, Scape King. Your production is not super awesome right now. Oh, these two Marines, though. These two Marines, though. Worker count is 21 to 13. No. I don't. What's he making here? A Hellion. Okay. Okay, I support the Hellion play. You got to keep repairing. Okay, so now he recognizes this is an all-in. I can afford to pull a bunch of my SCVs here. I have more money than Rocket does. Then the Marines pop out from Rocket. And not getting target fired very well. One Marine goes down. Hellion! Hellion! Go kill this Marine, though! Okay, gets him. Gets him. Nice hold, says Rocket. And bam! That's it. That's your game. I really don't see a way. Oh, unless this Hellion stupidly. Oh, attack the Marine that's attacking you, dummy. Suddenly this is nuts. Suddenly this is a little bit crazy. What on earth is going on? So the SCVs are fighting for their lives. They're okay at that. A Marine does pop out here from Scape King. He's making more Marines. He's harvesting a ton of gas for stupid reasons. Just make Marines and Hellions here. You'll be fine. Rocket actually does have some SCVs back home, which is great. He's trying to attack these barracks with a ton of SCVs. Oh, this is... Okay, all right. All right. Great target firing from Rocket, though. Oh, dude, what are you doing? No, dude. Scape King is losing a ton of SCVs right now. Like an absolute metric ton of them. Go back to work. Go back to work. Oh, it's 12 to 5 workers. Getting so much gas. However, is Scape King... This is definitely a lower level game, isn't it? Dude, Rocket's gonna win this thing solely because Scape King isn't spending his money well enough. And he wasn't target firing. Never mind, says Rocket. That was not a nice hold at all, actually. Wait, it's still happening. Dude, 4 Marines out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scape King's down to 1 SCV. Well played, says Rocket. Oh, man. Absolutely brutal. Brutal finish here. GG. Rocket's your winner in 450. He thought he was dead, and he was dead, but Scape King just made some really big mistakes there at the end. Didn't target fire the Marine with the Hellion that he had out. Wasn't pumping Marines as fast as he should have been. Getting a bunker up here would have been just... perfect. That would have been a perfect answer. Make 1 bunker. He had like 300 minerals at one point. Make a single bunker. Put your Marines in it. Bam. Everything is shut down. The end. End of story here for Rocket. But instead, just, a few mistakes there. Wow. 9 Marines died for Scape King. 8 died for Rocket. All the SCVs died for everybody. There's only 5 left in the game at the moment. That was pretty good. That was a pretty fun one. All right. Nice. So let's go ahead and move into game number 3 of our cheese compilation of the month. And we'll be right back. Game numero 3 is here on Glittering Ashes. It's going to be Swarm King versus CE Darlanio. Bottom left, it's going to be CE Darlanio. Top left, we've got our guy, Swarm King. Woof. So moving out in Cannon Rush timing is Swarm King, the Protoss player here on Glittering Ashes, the map with gold minerals that you cannot mine. Fairly frustrating, I feel like, for the commanders that are here. Woo. So walling off. See, Terran knows to wall off against Protoss. This dude does. Darlania knows what's up. He does. Anyway, check out the Falcon Paladin podcast. It's Falcon Paladin Hour. It's an hour of content every week. You can get it in your podcast app by searching Falcon Paladin. You can also find it on YouTube if you search Falcon Paladin Hour. We're out there. I'll put a link to it in the description as well. It's just me and Somicron to talk about StarCraft 2 tournaments like GSL and DreamHack and stuff. We also talk about TV shows and movies and books and things and cool stuff, nerdy things that are coming out, right? So what is the cheese here? Swarm King, is it you? Is it you, Darlanio? I don't know. It's definitely a one-base play here from Darlanio. It's not quite a 3 racks. It's a 5 racks, which, okay. All right, this is doable. This is not really something professionals do, but you know, any strategy is pretty viable at this level of StarCraft. And then double engineering. Oh, no, those are barracks. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you support 7 racks off of one base of income, Darlanio? Can you? I don't know, but by golly, he's got 16 to 4 army supply right now. This might just be the death of Swarm King. A shield battery would help immensely here. A cannon at all would help immensely here. DTs would be pretty awesome too. Oh, hang on. He's getting Resonating Glaive Adepts, which they do 3-shot Marines. They don't 2-shot them, like they did for the early days of Legacy of the Void when it was just Phoenix Adept all the time against Terran and there was nothing Terran could do about it. It was kind of insane. So here we go, man. 36 army supply at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And let's watch them march in and see what damage that they can do. All right, natural base. I would honestly just pull these probes inside and call it good. Or, you know, also just let them die horribly to all these Marines. That's fine, too. If all those probes die, it's cool. It's one base to one base, right? So the Adepts, top of the ramp, kiting a little. My gosh, the stutter step. Ah, the march. The march of the Ents is here. There's only 2. Resonating Glaives is not done. Whoa. Okay, Darlanio executed that thing absolutely perfectly. Just crushed it. So no. He actually had money floating with 7 racks on one base. Was he just... Okay, APM check. Low APM. Okay, fine. So I just assume he didn't get some cycles of Marine production in there. But yo, if you turn up with like 30 supply of Marines at your opponent's base at 4 minutes and they're Protoss, yeah, sure. They might just straight up die. Absolutely. Honestly, 2 cannons with like a shield battery or 2 there. Definitely maybe a couple Adepts while you're at it. But my goodness, that was well executed. Maybe even inspirational for some Terrans that are watching this. They're like, man, I really have trouble with Protoss. Wonder if I do this. You know, just casually make 7 racks inside your main. No gas at all. Walk him across the map, stutter step him like an absolute boss, murder everything, have a good day. Swarm King had some decent stutter step there with the Adepts, but wow, was not enough. It's 2,000 resources lost to 300. 28 probes and 6 Adepts died for 6 Marines. That is just some insane cost efficiency. So man, Darlanio taking out his aggression on Protoss here today, kind of making me feel bad for them. Nice. Okay, that's game 3. We have so much more cheese to go here today. Hope you're enjoying it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And you can also subscribe to the channel for StarCraft 2 content about 5 days a week. So we'll be back with more. Don't go anywhere. We're back on Hardwire. Bottom left, Hyper 1. You may know this guy. And in the bottom, or top right rather, it's Petit Fromage, which is weird because it means little cheese in French. And I assume this wasn't a setup. I assume this is a ladder match because it's red versus blue. It's just interesting that a cheese game features a player named Petit Fromage. And I don't know, maybe this guy watches my cheese compilation too. Maybe he does. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. So pool first in it, here is our guy, Hyper 1. Throwing up a barracks at home. No proxies here from Petit Fromage. As you will do. Getting gas to Hyper 1's planning. Oh, okay. Maybe some Ravager shenanigans. Got that Roach Warren coming up. I love that. I like it very, very much. It's very strong. Railgun actually has a guide wherein he shows you how to defeat enemy Protoss with like a 2 Ravager style rush. He actually defeated, I want to say it was Petit Drogo, which is funny because Petit Drogo and Petit Fromage. Anyway, I think that's coming out next week. So if you want to see that, I'll be casting those games from the railgun. But yeah, 2 roaches on the way. Double gas happening here. 1 base. This is why you scout, man. This is why, as a Terran, you got to be like, is there a second base for the Zerg or not? Because if there's not, get out of there, Terry. Yes. Yes. Gets to the high ground. Gets to the safe spot. Do you want to lift your barracks over here and get vision for him so you can kill him? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, so yeah, like I said, Ravagers and roaches on the way across the map here. Ravager here. Overlord here. Ravager at the front door. Ravager at the gates. Oh, this is really problematic, man. Ravagers have incredible amounts of range. They do a ton of damage, too. And just busting down this wall. Beautiful execution here from Hyper 1. It's a 3 Ravager rush. Which, you know, even if a Terran doesn't go 1 Rax expand, can be pretty effective. SC, oh, I don't know. Up. Trying to surround the Ravagers here and kill them. They are fairly squishy. Get up here and help kill SCVs, you lazy bum. Oh, and no, there's a Cyclone too. Oh, the Cyclone is a great idea. But you have to micro the Cyclone. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. So good. Getting a Cyclone out. If you're going to go for a 1-base play, get a Cyclone as fast as you can. It's going to be good against everything. Kills an Overlord. Beautiful. Almost supply blocks. Hyper 1 here. Cyclone, good unit, man. This guy has casually got 4 kills. Let's give him 5, shall we? Let's just give him 5, and we do. Oh. Super fantastic hold there. Hyper 1's like, oh, crap. Take a second base. Hurry. I would have won except for the stupid Cyclone killing like 4 Ravagers, an Overlord, and a Roach all by himself, which is just like, wow. What a good unit the Cyclone is. Cyclone is feeling so confident and so ready to rock that he is going to cruise across the map by himself. Special thanks to Jim. Jim is my screener for this month. I appreciate the work you put into looking through all these and letting me know which ones you want. You wanted me to cast, I guess, in particular. And here we are. So far, I'd say so good. These have been good selections. And, all right. So Cyclone says, well, I guess maybe we'll try to kill this hatchery. It's not the greatest use of your abilities here. Speedlings are great against Cyclones. Slowlings are bad against Cyclones only because everything is bad against Cyclones. I mean, let's see. No. Slowlings are bad against everything. Petit Fromage expanding. He's floating about 300 minerals and 300 gas. Making another Cyclone here is good too. Marine Cyclone, pretty good against the Ling Ravager / Roach play. In this situation, it is going to be Ravagers. So rather the follow-up here from Hyper 1. Let's see what he has in mind. He's getting Magfield Accelerator. Ooh, for the Cyclones for guy Petit Fromage. I don't know about the 3rd CC, man. I guess sure. It is expanding. Hyper 1 is, but he's not making drones here. Yeah, so it's like, okay. If you catch Corrosive Biles with your Cyclones, sure, you're going to lose, but are you bad? Is the larger question, and it doesn't seem like this guy is. Okay, yeah, he's repairing. Good. Repairing the supply depot here. Oh, just kind of. All right, here we go. The Marines are really good against the Lings. Trying to repair the Cyclone, can't quite do it. The Speedlings are a major key here. Corrosive Bile, okay, taking down one of the Marines. The Speedlings are chasing the Cyclone down, and showing up with Speedlings seems to be the secret ingredient that is allowing Hyper 1's second attack to get the work done here. These Ravagers are not dying because there are no Cyclones to deal with. There's one here, though. There is one here, though, but the work count from Petit Fromage has just been plummeted down to 5. It was 3 for a second, and Cyclone, oh, catches a Ravager hit. And is dead, and that's it, man. That's your GG. Petit Fromage doesn't have enough money to build anything but a Marine right now. That's it. Hyper 1 gets the win in 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Oof, if at first you don't succeed, try again. That is Hyper 1's motto. He does it. Does the early attack get absolutely shut down by a very well microed Ravager? Yes. Does that mean you're going to lose the game? No. Let's go back. Let's go back with Lings this time to deal with the Cyclones, and he does, and it works. He only had 22 drones here, too. His economy is not amazing. But, you know, that's how this works. If you don't have a great economy, you can have a bigger army like this as Zerg. If it doesn't work out, though, you're in trouble. And, yeah, 6 kills. That's a 12-kill Ravager. Hot dang. Hot dang. That was fun. That was a really fun ZVT. Thanks for sending that one in, Hyper 1. And yeah, it's just going to be more cheese for the month of June. I know it's July, but pretend it's June for a minute. 2,000 atmospheres. Bottom left, Mantis M. Top right, it is Taser. Maybe of Taserface fame. That guy's still alive in the MCU. He's in the original Guardians of the Galaxies. He's one of the Ravagers that works with Star-Lord. Taserface. Does he die? I'm pretty sure he dies in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Somebody needs to fact check me on that one. All right, what else is going on in the world? Well, let's see, watch Stranger Things, the second half of the final, well, the latest season, season 4. I just love Stranger Things. I'll rewatch season 1 with my oldest boy because he's old enough to watch now, which is a crazy thing to me, man. When season 1 came out, he was like 6 years old, so definitely not Stranger Things. Not ready for that stuff, that kid was not. But you know, he's 14 now. He is. He's ready. He watched it with me. He really enjoyed it. He had a lot of snarky things to say because he's a teenager, obviously. But man, it's a good season of TV. 2 and 3 I find moderately forgettable. Still good, not as good as number 1. But man, do I really, really enjoy. Reaper out, kill the SC. Oh, tried to throw down a pylon there, I think, but died. But man, season 4 is really fun. Season 4 is good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Okay, enough prattling on, Falcon. We've got shield batteries on the low ground from Mantis. A Stargate down here, too. He's pumping adepts, pushing them across. Taser doing normal stuff. 1 gate expand timing, got a factory out. Reaper's moving out. Not going to see... Oh, hang on. Reaper's here. Reaper's down here trying to kill what he can, but there's an adept out now, and that's going to shut this Reaper down pretty much post-haste. Going to be a 1, then a quick 2. 1, and... No, he made it out. Okay. Guess what you don't know about this Void Ray with forward shield batteries. These only pop with about half the energy they normally get, because they're not next to a Nexus. But you know, they regen that health, or that energy, pretty quickly. Pretty darn quickly. So Cyclones would be good here from Taser. He's not doing that. Oh, look what he found! Look what he found. He found this little hidey hole, but you can't do anything about a Void Ray. Okay, yeah, nobody here can shoot up at all. Nothing here can shoot up. He's making a Cyclone as fast as Terranly possible. But a prismatic alignment down the factory. Get it? No. The tech lab doesn't matter. The Cyclone will still pop if you kill the tech lab. You need to kill the factory. All right, well, fine. Tech lab, it's better than doing nothing, I guess. Oh, there's a Stalker out. And you know what? Reaper's surprisingly good against Stalkers sometimes, if it's a 1v1 style, 2v1 style scenario. Is he making another? Yep. Oh, now he's making a Tempest. Oh, interesting. Cyclones locked on run. Get out of there. Get out of there, Void Ray. Okay, he does. He gets out of there. You can high ground take down these shield batteries. Beautiful. Chrono boosting out. This guy would be awesome. Oh, no. He's so fast. Even faster than the Void Ray with his default speed. Chrono boost. You just toss it down. Chrono boosting out the Tempest. Okay. All right. Tempest, crazy long range. Harder for a Cyclone to kill because it has a ton of HP compared to a Void Ray. And yeah, I mean, you want to kill the shield battery? Sure, go ahead. Okay, gets the shield battery. Take some hits here. This is Dancy. This is turning into a Dancy game between Mantis MM and Taser. All right. Oh, gets it. The combined DPS of the Tempest and the Void Ray kill the Cyclone. Is there another Cyclone on the way? No. That's... Taser says, wow, Tempests? What are these shenanigans? That's it, man. Mantis wins in 5.5 minutes. The Tempest shows up, completely catches our guy Taser by just by surprise. That's why you got to be ready for Tempests, man. Right? You have to be ready as a Terran. If it's proxy Void Ray as a Tempest follow-up is not that weird. So you got to have Vikings. Oh, we got some Vikings out. What the heck, dude? You had Vikings out. I don't like that leaving at all. It was a little bit premature on Taser's side of it. The Vikings can kite pretty well. This is already a very injured Void Ray, and they're really good against Tempests. There's only one shield battery down here, too. Yeah, I guess he had a lot of SCVs off the line that he should have been mining with. He had some money here. Mantis really just needs gas, which he's getting as fast as he can. But anyway, good game. Good game there for Mantis. Well executed. Some proxy Void Ray shenanigan cheese. And that's going to be it for this one. So more. We've got more of it, actually. More cheese coming. Hit that like button if you haven't. It's Curious Minds. Bottom right, we got Jim Steele. Top left, we have GLHF, which stands for Good Luck, Have Fun. Thanks, says Jim Steele. Same. Did he... I think GLHF just does that, so he doesn't have to actually type it out. It's just assumed he's saying GLHF because that's his name, right? Anyway, ooh, Ford. Okay, so moderately classic cannon rush timing here. GLHF cancels. Okay, there we go. Now he's got a cannon coming up. This is really problematic for Jim Steele all of a sudden. All right, so this high ground probe dies for GLHF, but the low ground one is still alive. Chrono boosting out a Zealot to deal with this, but brah. Send the Zealot across the map. Go try to kill as much as you can. At least force the Protoss to build a cannon back home, and he does. So that slows down GLHF's cannon rush. Jim Steele has his own forge. What on earth was he doing? Jim Steele potentially might have been going for his own cannon rush, but just got intercepted by GLHF's cannon rush here. Yeah, Zealot top of the ramp here from GLHF. Beautiful, genius stuff. Oh, man. All right. So is that, I mean, is it your GG? The high ground here, okay. GLHF's got a cannon up, but guess what? Jim Steele does too, because he's got a forge over here, which again, why? He's throwing up a second base, kind of at a ninja location, more of a third location than is natural, 100%. Maybe even a fourth location down there. So now it gets interesting. Now you're like, okay, so the cannon rush got scouted. I pretty much handled it. This is a pretty good cannon positioning. I like it. It covers this area. It does a pretty good job catching anything that tries to set up down here too. Although, sneaking a probe down this left side and pylon cannon here would be pretty good. You're out of range of this cannon, or maybe even back here if you can pull that off, but I don't know. Maybe not. There's not a pylon for Jim Steele to go with either, though, is the problem. So Jim Steele's second base. GLHF goes right into Stargate. He's like, well, cannon rush. Oh, he's building a Nexus here at Jim Steele's natural. Cool. So yeah, once your cannon rush is done, just make Void Rays, man. This is exactly what Jim Steele's doing. He's making an Oracle, actually. Ooh, an Oracle cruising right into this mineral line of GLHF would completely obliterate it. Oh, he gets a pylon down here, GLHF does. Nice. But doesn't do much else. What killed this guy? I don't know. Alright, so GLHF recalls some of his probes down to the second base, which he has just created. Jim Steele doing a more traditional saturation. And Oracle comes over and says, wait, what? Okay, if the probes want to be this close to home, let's let them be this close to home. That sounds great. But there's a Void Ray out for GLHF, so that's going to counter the Oracle perfectly, it turns out. We've done a study on this. It perfectly counters it. Dude, shield battery, Void Ray versus cannon. Not even a fair fight. Bam, cannon, deadzo. Taking down this pylon, which won't depower anything, but, you know, might as well prismatic alignment, burn down stuff as you can. Kind of picking away at the edges here of Jim Steele. Yeah, taking down the enemy Stargate is not a terrible idea. Trying to chrono boost out his own Void Ray as fast as you can, but again, if it's... Look at that Stalker attack. If it's Void Ray versus Void Ray and one of them has a shield battery, it's going to be a bad time for the Void Ray that doesn't have the shield battery. So, get out of there, Stalker. Get out of there. Pull back to the battery of shields. There you go. No. The Stargate's going to... Oh, it did depower the cybernetics core. Not in range of the pylons, I guess. Oh, is that really not in range? That's weird. Okay, bam. Stargate down. And I think that's it. I firmly believe that's going to be it from our guy, Jim Steele. He's got 12 army supply. He's back here with an Oracle, trying to kill stuff at GLHF's main, but there's a Stalker out, and he's very mean. From the shadows he comes and everything. GLHF kind of floating a bunch of cash here, but he's making additional shield batteries, more probes. A Stalker just got started in production as well. Jim Steele trying to get up another Stargate down here, if he can. Another Stargate here as well. Yeah, he's like, well, if I'm losing the Cyber Core, then I need more of those. More Void Rays would be good, GLHF, and he's doing it. He's building more Void Rays. It's going to be cannons and Void Rays. Oh, Jim Steele's down here in the bottom left, expanding now. Oh, Kaleidokally. Yeah, this is a 5-kill Void Ray who's been fairly lackadaisical in his responsibilities, I would say. But, you know, he's doing fine. He hasn't lost a battle yet. He's just been killing things almost non-stop this entire time. Yeah, there you go. Good micro pulling the wounded one back and then finishing that cannon off. And now you can just sit right here and cause some major problems. The supply block for Jim was real there for a second, but his... Nope, that didn't pop. He's expanding again. Jim Steele. Maybe instead of making units, he's just going for 4 different expansions. It's 37 to 34 workers. GLF doesn't know about any of this, mind you. He thinks he's got his Duke contained. He thinks this is all the red Protoss has, which is utterly and completely false. Voidray makes it out for Jim, and he recalls some of his probes up. Jim does too. Which, if GLHF is paying attention, he should be like, wait, where did those recall to? This is the only thing that he has, right? Is this defended? Kind of. There's a cannon over here. This isn't defended. This isn't defended. This is just more about expanding to where your opponent doesn't know you are. Jim Steele's got a couple Void Rays down here. Maybe going to attack into the main base a little bit, but Stalker production here from GLHF. He's kind of baited out some Void Rays from his enemy, but now he's going to go into the Stalker shenanigans. I like it. I like it a lot. I can support this. Yeah, Stalker's like, hey, come over here. We've got cannons. Oh, we have cannons to support us. And a Void Ray to support us. Okay, that's good too. That's also fine. So yeah, this game's going a little bit longer than I'd like, but you know, it's definitely interesting. We're going to speed it up, though, just because the poking and the prodding and loses a Void Ray. Oh, carelessly there a little bit. He does finally discover this base of Jim Steele's and is like, wait, what on earth is happening? Am I getting ninja expanded to death here? Possibly. Shield battery overcharges up. Bam! One of the Void Rays of Jim Steele gets blown out of the sky. Reach for the sky. That's a movie everybody should probably know. Alright. Wandered over says, you tried to make a sneaky base on us. What you don't know about is this, though. Or this, actually. Jim Steele's everywhere. Jim Steele is everyone. Okay, that one cannon's getting a lot of work done here. Alright, so this base dies. The probes run for it. They can't go... Oh, Jim's rebuilding his main, like you do in these situations. Is he chrono boosting out more probes while his Nexus is under attack by Void Rays? Absolutely correct, yes. Look at this cutoff here. He knows where the probes were going, so he just cuts them off. Kills a few of them. Gonna chase them down. Oh, you're giving this away, man. You are giving away the location of your home. The Voiders are here to escort the probes. The probes are fighting too, which they don't have to do. There you go. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. So this is where GLHF needs to be like, okay, so my opponent is not being revealed with the death of this base. He knows this is coming in, though, so maybe that is enough to throw him off the scent of, like, there's a second base somewhere. And a third base somewhere, too. Oh, Void Rays getting the win. Okay, all right. It's 32 to 12 army supply for GLHF, though. He's got a bunch of Stalkers and, oh gosh, just casually flying your Void Rays out. Losing one. Okay, but did you see the angle on that Void Ray? Gotta check this area. Gotta check it out. Gotta finish this one off too, man. Come on, GLHF. You got this. I believe in you. Don't worry about this stuff. All right, we're gonna worry about this stuff. Killing the pylon, depowering the cannons, making them much easier to kill, which is fantastic and everything. Meanwhile, Void Rays from Jim Steele are trying to take down GLHF's attempted cannons down here, but it actually doesn't work out all that well. Dang. All right, so Stalker count heavy enough to just kind of blow in here. That's not our Artosis pylon. There's two of them. So that's nice. All right, so that's it. No, not really, because Jim Steele's got the base in the top right and the bottom left. And he's going to feel like he's doing all right. Once again, unknown. Unknown. From the shadows I come. Okay, so he finally, after 12 minutes, takes out the main base of Jim Steele and thinks to himself, all I gotta do is clean this stuff up But once again, if the game doesn't tell you your opponent's being revealed, once you think all of their nexuses are gone, they have more nexuses. Pro tips from Falcon Paladin. Jim Steele, I mean, his economy is great. It's just 54-0 army supply is a large problem. It's just really hard to come back from a 54-0 army supply. Okay, so he's like, well, I'll kill these. Oh, and then Jim just taps out. Look, like I said, hard to come back from a 58-0 army supply. He's making Zealots, which is neat. I mean, all of his tech is gone. He's got a gateway. He's making more gateways. He lost a cyber core and didn't rebuild it at one of these bases when he probably should have, so he couldn't make void rays anyway. Or stalkers. So that, yep, obstacles. Obstacles abound. That was great. That was a good one. That was a really fun PvP. Pretty much non-stop there. All right. GLHF, good game. Got another couple cheese for you. And let's see what the next one's going to be. Back on Hardwire, pretty popular map. Bottom left, Hyper One. Playing Terran this time. And in the top right, we got ourselves Entropy, who is a blue Zerg player. Scouting out the Overlord, checking for proxies and stuff. Hyper One, what is your cheese plan going to be here? A lot more options for cheese for Terran than Zerg. But let's check it out. Entropy, either doing a proxy hatch here on Hyper One, or just scouting, which again I can support. I can definitely support a worker scout here at around 16 supply or so. Okay, so just scouting, and does see a barracks coming up inside the house of the Terran. Says, all right, that's cool. But Hyper One, he's got plans. He's got plans, ladies and gentlemen. Oodles and oodles of them. And there it is. Factory. On the way, proxy fac. Could be, he's got the double gas. Could be just a proxy BC, which could be really difficult for lower level Zergs to handle. Again, Hyper One mains Zerg, so he understands what is hard for Zergs to deal with. And one of those things is battlecruisers showing up, and especially at times when they're not ready for them. So let's see, that's a tech lab? That is, and that's a starport. Okay, so this has got to be battlecruiser proxy. Loving it. Loving a good proxy battlecruiser here. Very strong. The Reaper is present. The Queen and the Lings chase him away. We've all seen this before 100 million times. There it is. Okay, so building... Wait, what? Building a tank with a... Who proxies a tank, as Tastosis would say. Well, Tasteless in particular. It's not battlecruisers. What in the name of Fergus McDoodson is going on here? Reaper's still alive, man. Has 0 kills, but getting some good indication. Oh, do you just tank him here? I mean, we knew about that on this map when it was released, that there would be that little ledge. Okay, but seriously, we're just going to wait for this. Waiting for the second tank. It takes forever to get here. There we go. Now we come up. We don't drop on that ledge at all, actually. We just drop straight up inside the main. So 4-minute tank drop. Bam! Queen dead. Zerglings also dead. Zerglings very good against tanks. Not when they are, you know, almost outnumbered. It's bad. Tanks surprisingly bad against workers, too. But, you know, they get the job done. Everything gets the job done against workers. More speedlings out. Okay, pick up. Shenanigans. Okay, this is hilarious. Oh, that's a pickup. Beautiful. Dude, the pickup micro here from Hyper One is great. You wouldn't even know this guy mains Zerg. He knows how to play Terran, kind of, I guess. I don't know if this counts as knowing how to play Terran. Oh, they wanted that Queen. Gets the Queen, loses a tank. Gets a little too greedy there, but, you know, kills the Queen. Queen's down. 2. 5 Zerglings have died. 8 drones have gone down too. I mean, this is harass level stuff here, right? More tanks, man. More tanks. Replace the one that's dead. That's cool. This guy's got 8 kills. And then you just kind of... Bruh, can you not put tanks here? I don't feel like you can put tanks here. Oh, gosh. Oh, the Lings... Okay, losing that one, bad. Losing this one would also be bad. But yeah, the answer to this is honestly Speedlings. He's doing it. He's also getting a Spire, which is another answer to this. Mutalisks just poop all over this whole tank medevac thing. Especially if Reaper also dies to that. Oh, he's getting picked up. Oh, he's getting picked up. Oh, this is a tank. Okay, that is a spot. You can sit there. I thought you could. We just don't see it very much. Scan. Kill the creep tumor. Do you have any scans available? The answer is no. I've been muling quite nicely, actually. So the problem for Hyper One is this is a 3-basing Zerg. He's got 39 drones to your 25 SCVs. You haven't really caused him any permanent damage here at all. And there's nothing the tanks can hit here that's really important. They can't hit this extractor, which would be insanely good. You can kind of just cover this bottom half of the base, which is like, alright, whatever, Zerg says. We can handle that. Absolutely and positively. But yeah, oh, he scans right where the... I can't believe that tumor isn't revealed with that. Should totally be revealed with that. My gosh, just baiting Lings into this is pretty good, I guess. This Reaper still has 0 kills, man. This guy has been putting in the work today. He's taken 100 shots and he has 0 kills. Yeah, trying to bait... Okay, baiting the queens into the tank fire, but guess what? The mutas are here. And by that I mean all 2 of them are present. How do you not... Okay, 4. But now there's Marines from Hyper One. The follow-up is real. 48 to 18 army supply. Entropy needs more stuff. He should have gotten a Baneling Nest at some point in this whole thing. Because, yeah, just pure Marine will destroy your Ling Queen style stuff. Especially if there's tank support. And there is. What a great follow-up from Hyper One. Just distracts the Zerg player enough to where he doesn't bother getting a Baneling Nest or completely forgets about it. He's trying to make one now. But it is too late. It's too late, baby. Yeah, it's too late. But we really did try to make it. Trying to make enough mutas to do this. Waiting for some Banelings, maybe. So he's got the 3rd base. He's got a 4th base. The Terran doesn't have a 2nd one yet. So, I mean, I don't know. Could Entropy hold this? Lair's dead. That hurts. But no important tech is dead, right? Spire's not gone. I'm surprised he hasn't scanned and cleared out this creep. But if you only have 1 orbital for scans, yeah. It's going to be hard to have enough scans to clear out all the creep your opponent is doing. Okay. Fine, 3rd hatch down, cool. Entropy's got this one, sort of, except it's getting scattered out and murderized. So this is good. I like this from Hyper One. It's just like, yo, we're just gonna make sure you don't have anything but your main base, because if it's a 1-basing Zerg versus a 1-basing Terran, we can win that, no problem. These drones are hiding. Hyper One doesn't quite have the APM to send out units to check on this stuff. He's just kind of keeping everybody all together here. Yeah, just scan, kill some creep tumors. These ones are still alive, and they really shouldn't be. All right, man. Slow Banes and Mutalisks and Queens defending here. Entropy's kind of got a decent setup here for being in a horrible position. Dude, really? You're going to try to expand right there? Oh, gosh. Okay, so the Lings go in first, die instantly. The Banelings crashing on top of tanks is not what they want to do. Marines are overstimmed. Ooh. Okay, pretty good micro at the end of the day there. So 46 to 16 army supply. I mean, Overlords have speed. Oh, those are overstimmed Marines if I've ever seen them. You know what? If nothing's fighting back, being an overstimmed Marine is not a terrible thing. GG! Hyperwood is your winner. It was pretty fun stuff. Little tank drop action to start things off. Then moves directly into some Marine support for the tanks that he already has. And ka-chow. That's exactly what he was trying to do. He executed it very well. Ah, amazing. Truly good. Truly excellent play. So Hyper One, he can play Terran. He can play Zerg. Is there anything this dude can't do? Good question. Okay. We got one more game for you today. What else can we do here? Check me out at patreon.com/falconpaladin. To support me there, hitting that join button down below the video allows you to join me here for as little as, honestly, $2 a month, $1.99 a month if you want to support me there. If you don't, no stress, but it's an option. Okay, we'll be back. Final cheese of the day. Berlingrad, bottom right. Protoss, Sol, top left. Zerg, Darlanio, blue versus red here. Because, again, ladder game. Once again, Want me to cast your cheese? Send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese, and we'll get that into a folder. Send them to the screeners. They'll let me know which ones are the favorites, and we'll get them cast. All right? All right, good. I'm glad we understand each other. Oh, blocks the hatch. Almost didn't. APM check here, pretty low. Average 43 for the Zerg, 64 for the Protoss. I don't know why I'm expecting this Darlanio game to be a little bit better, maybe, than average in the cheese comp. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It's pretty standard 16, 18, 17 timing here from him, though, so that's nice. Gateway expand timing here from Soul. Cybercore on Zealot. Who's cheesing, though? Maybe this isn't cheese at all. Perhaps it's not. I will tell you that Jim didn't recommend all the ones I picked today. He picked a few. I cast those. I just kind of went through and picked ones that I wanted to pick from that point on. So we'll see what this is. This is not one that Jim particularly said would be good for the cheese comp, and I'm kind of a little bit worried that it's not. Second gate, totally normal at this stage of the game. Third hatch for Darlanio, totally normal for a macro PVZ. This could be like a two-base DT kind of a thing here from Soul. Darlanio might be going for burrow roaches or something. Oh, there you go, a bunch of lings on the way. So he's not making a big round of drones to saturate this third base. Actually, the second base isn't all that saturated either. Only got 24 workers because he's pumping them Zerglings. For defensive purposes, shouldn't be for defensive purposes. That's way too many lings for something you don't know what your opponent is up to. I mean, I guess, sure, you find and you murder the adepts. Overkill, though. Ooh, it is a Twilight, so maybe this is... Oh, no. Oh, is that... Oh, that's not. Thought that was wide open. Dude, these lings are just like, please let us through. Drain all the energy off of the shield battery. No. Okay, that just... Ow. 7 kills and 3 kills apiece on the Zealot and the Adept in that situation. Right. We're not getting metabolic boost. We're going right into Lair for reasons that I am not happy about, probably. Maybe it's a Lurker Rush. Lurker Rush would be pretty interesting. We haven't seen a ton of that in ZVP. Anywhere, really. Lurkers are just so far down the tech tree. You got to go Spawning Pool, Lair, Hydralisk Den, and then a Lurker Den. But he's skipping speed. He's got way too many lings. Wow. All right, so the Adepts died. That sucks for Soul. Losing that against Slowlings is embarrassing. It is going to be a Dark Shrine, though, from Soul. All right, man. So Soul's going for the Dank Shrine for the Dark Templar. Double Evolution Chamber Infestation Pit from Darlanio. So maybe Swarm Hosts. Like a really fast Swarm Host play, possibly. What else is going on in the world? I'm playing Elden Ring, having a good time with it. I've been making some good progress. I've taken down, a few of the main bosses of the game to this point. I'm playing a double Scimitar Bleed build. Kind of just trying to be fast and nimble and hit like a truck, and if I take hits, it hurts a lot. It's fun. It's very melee. I do not usually play melee in games like these, but for some reason it called to me, so I decided to go with. Charge is on the way. In a robotics facility. This could be something like DT charge lot being warped in at the front. My gosh, these lings are so slow, though. Guys, why? Why are there so many of you that are slow? Infestation Pit, what are you for? There's so many Zerglings out for Darlanio, but they're slowlings, so they're almost worse than nothing. Almost worse than nothing, I'm going to say. Well, I was going for a hive at 6 minutes. So, okay, neat. Oh, DT's arrived. Okay, alright. It's got 0 kills. The transfuses are kind of cool. Rah, says the DT. Rah, says the DT. Guess he doesn't have any spores or overseers at all. It's our guy Darlanio. He's making an overseer now, which is nice. Takes so many hits to kill a queen. Queens are tanky. Super tanky, honestly. And then the lings are like, oh, he's not even attacking the buildings. He's just funneling into the meat grinder one at a time where the Zealot can hold its very 300 in here. 12 kills, Zealot. 8 kill Adepts. Oh my gosh. GG. Darlanio taps out. The DTs show up. He was planning something. I don't know what it was. But props to Darlanio for sending me a game that he loses. Well done. Hats off. I do like that. When people send in more than one replay, if you're just going to send me one ever, by all means, send me a win. But if you're planning on doing it again, send me a loss every once in a while. Just so people aren't like, oh, it's a Darlanio game. Obviously, he's going to win. And he didn't. That's great. Yeah, this is why you make safety spores as Zerg. This is why at about 3.5, 4 minutes, you just throw up a spore in each of your bases. Having the spore means you don't die to DTs. That's it. If it's a lot of DTs, you maybe will. But if it's just like this, just 1 or 2 DTs wander in, you can handle it. You can handle it. Because you're amazing. Also, this was Zealot. 12 kills on this dude. He should have more. I feel like he should be responsible for more kills. But all these other Adepts kept kill stealing from him back here. I mean, it is what? 66 Lings died in this game, and 2 Adepts died. You know where those Adepts died? Out on the map. They didn't die here. This is why you need Banelings. If you're going to bust a front, hope the Protoss either miscontrols this, allows Bob the Zealot to move out, then move in behind him and wipe this out, or bring Banelings, crash through the front door, kill this pylon, because that depowers everything. And then maybe you can get it done. But man, no Bane. What was the plan? He's getting +1/+1 for his Lings. He's getting Burrow. He didn't have anything else. He had an infestation pit. He could have made swarm hosts. He's got 300 gas. He could have made some swarm hosts to just kind of force this front, or maybe put up a Nidus here. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, man. Soul played it well. Yeah, so many deadlings for nothing. Whew, that hurts. All right, good. So that is going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Cheese compilation. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching today, and you take care of yourself.